Hi, we are delighted to have with us today Andrew Pavliv, who is the CEO and founder at N-iX. Andrew, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew.
So we've been now working in this new normal for 240 days. So tell us, I mean, how are you doing, and how's N-iX and how's the business? What's changed? What are you doing differently starting from end of March?
Yeah, it was really a shaky situation in March when all world gets to lockdown and a lot of clients get to uncertainty, to the big uncertainty level, and all our clients, they didn't know how to react to the situation. Also, we had a plan, but you never know how it happened. And then we get into this situation and start to squeeze our time of communication. So I would say just to increase amount of communication we get with our clients, increase the amount of elaboration regarding what we should do together, how we can help, how we can go through this crisis together. And then we found some good ways what to propose. And we didn't actually lose any client during that situation, and we even increased, I would say, their uh, feedback, their good feedback about our collaboration.
Wow, well,
So we
that's
stay.
congratulations.
Yes.
When you say squeeze communications, I mean, what do you mean? I mean, what are you doing differently apart from seeing them physically? I mean, is it everything taking place probably mostly online now? Yes.
Actually, online give us a good opportunity to have more communication, because before usually we had some conversations once a quarter or once a half year or even once a year. Usually it was on-site meeting where we met on a client side or in our office. But now you can just set up a time with the client who also sit home and then discuss his problem, and he would be happy to have that conversation. So this like definitely remote conversation allowed us to squeeze communication. And then we squeeze, I mean that we start to communicate much more frequently because the situation were changing, and then we needed to react faster to the situation, and this helped us to go through all the challenges we had with each client.
So is this the new normal? I mean, the next 12, 24, 36 months, do you think this is the way we're going to continue?
Yeah, I think we get to the new normal, and if I take this communication perspective, so we get to not so frequent communication anyway, but you just get to the new normal, how people work, and how we deliver our services. So all company works now, like I think 85 or 80% of company work from home, and they only visit office a few times a week sometime. So if they need to really have some kind of a brainstorming session or something like that. So it's a new normal, definitely. And
okay.
And
but for our viewers, just in a nutshell, just give us an update of sort of how many people you have and what are the key services you focus on?
yeah, my company is a software service company. So we deliver software development services to the client in UK, in US, in Canada, in Europe, even in Asia, in Japan. And we employ more than 1,000 people, so mostly software developers, software engineers, architects, data scientists, and people like that. And yeah, we deliver the services to our client. Among our clients are some Fortune 500 companies, some big companies who are technology companies, or companies who are not technology companies that we are helping to go through digital transformation challenge with them.
Okay, brilliant. So this series of videos is about leadership in times of crisis.
Yes.
You touched upon already sort of the communications bit. but what is leadership in times of crisis?
Yeah, leadership is actually, you need to have a perception of the future situation. So you really need to analyze what change and how this change will impact your business in future, business of your client. And then you make a picture of that, and then you have to create a plan with the confidence to execute. And then I think the three parts is part of the leadership. So you really need to understand the situation, and then confidence is important part. So because you're driving your company in a big uncertainty, really very, very big uncertainty, and this big uncertainty is something that that requires you to believe in your vision about the future. So you need to get a strong belief about your vision, how future would look like, and then execute. So this is leadership in a crisis, I would say. And then take a risk to execute, because you don't know if you are right or not. So.
Okay, so what qualities, I mean, do you think is most important in a leader, especially in these challenging times?
I think broad view about global situation, like actually about your business and the context of the situation where you're operating, and the context of my company is a global context, and we have a lot of information from our client, and that's why I mentioned communication is important. You are taking a lot of insight from each country, so you from the news, but also you talk to your client and you get their insight about like lockdown, what the situation inside their company and so on. And then like you analyze all of this information, and so it's very important, I would say. Leaders should understand the context, not only context of his company, but also context of all of his client and of the environment, and say country environment as well, and all the political environment and other environments. So it's very important to act. Well, I would say it's the most important thing. I would like to thank like to my team, because without my team in a company, you would, you are a captain of a ship, but you should have a team who is really strong and perform in a crisis, and just give you ability to really lead that ship. So to thank you, team, it's the most important. Also, I would like to thank all of our clients who really stay with us, and who find the time to get a constructive dialogue about their situation and find a common solution for each of their situations. And thank you.
Brilliant. Well, thank you. And then finally, so what would your one message be to the members of the American Chamber of Commerce?
Yeah, we need to unite to work together to keep a transparent and good business environment in Ukraine. So and thank you all of members of American Chamber of Commerce. We are united, and we have a common vision, and we communicated this to all sides in Ukraine, to government and to public, that business is very important for a country, and especially transparent business and international business.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, Andrew, for your leadership, for everything that N-iX does for getting the message out that you can do business in Ukraine, and you can build great companies that serve many great companies in the US and across the world. So thank you for you. Thank you for your team. Stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So thank you, Andrew Pavliv, CEO and founder of N-iX.
Thank you, Andrew.
All the best, and see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.